Most traders overcomplicate scalping, but today I'm giving you the easiest scalping strategy that you can use directly after watching this video. It involves no indicators, no fluff, just pure price action based on something that actually works. One simple setup. And the best thing is, I've been using this for over 4 years and been doing it live on YouTube every single day. So that's why I want to make this video, to break down this simple strategy, put you guys on the right track on something that has worked for me and hopefully can work for you. So let's get into this video. So in today's video, the goal of the video is obviously to teach you guys this scalping setup here and to be able to take it with high accuracy and make sure you guys understand it in a simple way. So a few rules that I want to make sure is clear before we get into the rest of the video. And at the end of the video, we're going to discuss about the most important thing. So make sure you stick to the end. The first step is you're going to enter when the market has a strong bias, meaning does it make sense to take buys or does it make sense to take sells? If you don't have a strong bias, there's going to be a high chance you're going to mess up the trade. We're going to discuss how to identify the bias, but you have to make sure that bias is respecting your trade. Second thing, make sure your support and resistance is correct and accurate. Third thing is you have to make sure, and all of these we're going to cover, but except for the high volume, I'm going to explain now. So make sure you're trading in high volume sessions, meaning 1 hour before London session, during London session, so 1 hour before, 1 hour after, NY open, and if you're trading indices to NYSE open and after is going to be the best. Works every day, and you want to build on something that is repeatable. So I'm also going to show you an example that actually of this trade that was taken this week. So you can see that we're going to have a look at a few examples. It's going to be a great video. So step number 1 is going to be the simple task of support and resistance. So the first step you're going to do when you come to the charts is you're going to look for a 15-minute time frame. Go to the 15-minute time frame on your pair of choice, whatever you want. This works on a lot. High volume pairs are recommended. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for support and resistance. 15-minute time frame is the time frame you're going to go to, and you're going to look for your most recent support and resistance. How do we identify that? Essentially, all you're going to do is come to the chart, look left, and you're going to see where's your most recent resistance, where's your most recent support. I've purposely drawn these wrong to explain a common mistake people make when drawing their support and resistance. Is they draw it on the wicks like this, or they draw it random. It has to be fully accurate, right on the body and right on the body, right? Remember, on 15-minute time frame. So let's say there's no resistance here. It's just candles like this, and you're looking left, and there's a resistance from 2 weeks ago. You still mark it. You still mark that resistance, even if it's from 2 weeks ago. That will be your 15-minute resistance. So that is step number 1, is going to be marking your support and resistance. Now step number 2. So step number 2, still on the 15-minute time frame, you're going to make sure that wherever you marked your support and resistance, you're going to adjust it to make sure that behind it you have something called an LTA, which simply represents clean candles. This is going to be our trading zone. This is where we're going to take that entry, is making sure that above our resistance. So in this example, we're looking for buys. So we have a buy zone. If we're looking for sells, we need to have clean candles below what? Our support here, right? Because why do we want to trade in clean candle zones? Because if price was able to move easier in the past, cleanly in the past, we can expect a clean move in the future. But there's more time frames than just the 15-minute time frame. We have the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the daily, and the 4 hour. All of these are extremely important time frames and can pose obstacles, because we might not see it here, but on the daily, this might be a resistance. So let's go and simulate what we just discussed. We come to the chart today. Chart looks like this. We need to find our 15-minute resistance, right? So how are we going to find our 15-minute resistance? We mark it like this. Boom, 15-minute resistance. Next thing we're going to do is our 15-minute support. So we look left. Here's our 15-minute support. That's our most recent. But what's the problem? We have no clean candle here. There is no clean candle here. It is a support here. So what we're going to do, we're going to adjust it. Now we open into clean candles. So we have clean buy candles, clean sell candles. Now we work our way up. We can check the 1 hour. Anything obstructing us? No. 4 hour, anything obstructing us? No. 4 hour resistance is all the way up here. So we can mark that just so we know where it is. Then we go to daily. Anything obstructing us or daily? No. The daily support is down here. But remember, that could have been in the middle of our zone. So today we have nothing obstructing us, which is why this is becoming a valid trading zone in here, because nothing is obstructing us. Okay. So when we have this, right, in other scenarios, we could have a daily resistance right here. That doesn't mean you can't trade here. It means that when it gets there, you have to be managing the trade, moving your stop loss to entry, because if it rejects there, you don't want to lose the trade, because you know why it's rejecting. It's a resistance, right? So now that we've identified our trading zones, we need to find, okay, how are we going to take an entry, right? So we made sure we marked everything correctly. We have all of our zones. The next thing we're going to look for is our entry. So for the entry, it's extremely simple. All we're going to look for is a 15-minute candle to close above the resistance that we mark. It has to close with the body closing above, not just a wick, okay? But here's where we navigate onto the 5-minute time frame, and this is where we really execute the 5-minute scalping strategy, because these closes can be big, something like this. And this is not going to give us the highest accuracy. To have the highest accuracy, we want to have this exact set. And that candle is going to look like this, a bearish 5-minute candle with a short top wick and longer bottom wick. That is the candle we want to see. This is our confirmation and our 5-minute scalping strategy. Why do we want the candle to have a longer bottom wick? Because the candle with the longer bottom wick after closing above, and we have this, is showing us that it's going down to grab liquidity to give us the push up. It's a confirmation that the close above that we have is now going down first to grab liquidity to give us a spring up. If this had a longer top wick like this, this showed us that price closed above, continued upwards, but it grabbed liquidity from upwards and now rejected that upside. So it's not giving us that bullish momentum. It's showing us, hey, there might be some sellers come back into the market first, maybe potentially leading into buys based on other factors. So where does our entry come? Our entry comes as we break the high. As we break the high, right, that's the 5-minute candle high, whatever the highest high. If this has a long wick like this, then you could look for a wick fill. Watch my wick fill video to make sure you know the rules of a wick fill. But otherwise, you're taking it break of whatever the highest high is. If it's like that, you're taking it break of this high. Okay. Now, as we enter, where's stop loss going to go? So stop loss is either going to go below the 15-minute candle, or it's going to go below the 5-minute structure, whatever is there, right? So structure or candle. Okay. So with that being said, let's go and see the last factor here into considering, can we take an entry? Yes or no. So the last factor of taking an entry, and I prefer you guys do this first, but I wanted to make the entry clear in your head before confusing you with a lot of concepts, is actually going to be what we discussed in the beginning of the video, which is bias, right? So for bias, in order to take bias, what are we going to need? We need either the previous daily to close bullish or a previous 4 hours. So the previous 4 hour from your session or the previous daily candle, right? So whenever you show up to the charts, go to the 4 hour, check the previous candle. If that's bullish, but the daily is bearish, you can still take bias. But if the previous daily is bearish and the previous 4 hour is bearish, you can't take bias because you have 2 candles going against you, and that's going to ruin bias. So you need at least 1 candle closing your direction. Well, so in this example that we're using here, let's go check. Previous daily closed bearish, but we have the previous 4 hour candle closing bullish. So at least we have 1 bullish candle on those time frames, allowing us to take a buy. So with all of that together, let's put it all together and continue this trade. We have our markup, we have our clean candles. Now we have our close above. Now we need that special candle. We get that long bottom wick, short top wick. Here's my entry, break of high. So I'm taking my entry, break of high. Stop loss is going to go below this candle here, the breakout candle in this scenario. And I'm going to target. Where are we going to target? So general rule of thumb is target a 1-to-1, right? If there's a level before your 1-to-1, then you need to be moving break even, meaning you move your stop loss to your entry so you lose nothing. This is actually a trade that I was taking this week, as you can see, by members in our exclusive group, which is my private community that we trade together every single day, etc. We can see that people were taking this exact same trade. So it happens quite a lot and it's beautiful when it does. So in this scenario here, we want to enter break of high, but never broke high. Never broke high, so we can't take the entry now. We have to wait. So we wait. Now, this candle did end up closing above. You can't take it again because it's a different setup. And now we wait for that 5-minute pause candle again. This one, now this is why this is such a powerful example. This is not valid. Why is this not valid? Pause the video for 5 seconds, or I'm going to give you 3 seconds now to think about why this is not valid. The reason it's not valid is because this closed with a big body, small bottom wick. We want to see a rejection candle, something showing us bullish pressure. So guess what? Rejection candle equated us into just creating some sort of structure. Now we finally closed above and we get the magic candle here. So we get the magic candle. That magic candle is the one we're looking for. Long body, short top wick, and that's going to be our entry. What are we going to target? 1-to-1. Entry, boom. Stop loss below the structure, 1-to-1. And we target our 1-to-1. So that is going to be the trade. We enter break of high. Boom, get entered in the trade. and we wait for the candle to hit TP like so. So that is a simple, nice little scalping trick. Boom, 2 candles, literally 5 minutes here, 10 minutes, let's say you have hit TP. No drawdown in that trade, very smooth, very clean. Let me show you one more example, and then we talk about TP levels. So here's an example of them happening back to back to back to back, but these all have longer bottom wicks, so you're not really taking this. But this one with the longer top wick here, that's a nicer one. And sometimes you can see these really run. So, you know, putting above 5-minute structure, man, I mean, this one ran to a 1 to 5. So when US 30 really gets going, it really gets going. So here's a beautiful one. We're from the top of the range, which is nice. We have this one here. We want to take a short break of low, stop loss above 5-minute structure. And then this one ran. I mean, if you held this, man, I mean, you could, with higher time frame analysis, I mean, these things can really run when you want to, making sure you have analysis. So let's talk about TPs, how to find TPs. So the last section here is going to be about talking about TPs. How do you find a TP? TP is very simple. You're just targeting the next level. So maybe it's a daily level, maybe it's a 4-hour level, or it's your next 15-minute resistance. Whatever comes first is your target. To hold longer trades, you need to have those clean candle zones on the higher time frame, like a 4-hour, 1 hour, because then you have more room, especially if you're trading 4-hour and daily. I can make a second video of how to hold runners, how to hold trades longer. As an approach of a scalping, we want to be in and out as fast as possible. Stick to that 1-to-1. There's a high win rate, so it makes sense. You don't need to push high risk to reward. That is a myth online. I'm proof of that. You can see from all of the stats. If we go look at my journal here, we can see the thunderstorm setup here. 100% win rate on stream, but I can tell you it averages around 75-80% win rate long term. So that's basically how you find targets. If you want to take a step beyond YouTube and learn step by step exactly how I trade and trade with me live and get feedback from me, speak to me on a daily basis, you're more than welcome to join the exclusive group, which is the first link in the description. This is where we trade every single day together, have a private community of like-minded people, be part of a group, get access to all of my trading strategy courses. Trading is pretty lonely, and I want to create a place where people can learn, excel, and also push me to be better at the same time by having a tight-knit community. So hopefully you found this video useful. Leave a like and subscribe if you did and found some value out of it. Put a lot of value on YouTube, so make sure to check that all out. And take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.